You want to switch, Rick? 1, 2, 3.
Test, test.
I can
Test,
barely
test,
hear you.
test, test.
Faded out, sir.
Test, test. I'll put it on my shirt right here real quick.
Okay,
Test,
take
test.
care of that.
There we go. All right. So now we will adjust the
1, 2. Jimmy, oh, we only did this tonight, huh? I see your method to your madness.
Yep. Let's see. There's that one, and then this one is about right there. That should make yours louder and louder and louder. If you want it louder and louder.
Correct.
You like it loud?
Nah, I'll turn it down in a minute.
Okay.
There's a lot of feedback, man.
Really?
I can hear the music clearly.
You know, it's funny because when I'm in that headset, I can hear and this one is nice and quiet in the background. So I'm not sure why that is.
Huh.
I usually hear everything in the background everybody's saying, but with these I don't hear that. So I think that's a headset deal, but let's see.
I'm gonna turn mine down a little bit. But 1, 2, 3 testing. Tatum.
Test.
Tatum.
Test. Testing. I wonder if we do test. Do you get less feedback when I start adjusting this? Test.
You sound very. I can hear you. You sound like a far distance, like you're muzzled a little bit.
Does that, when I adjust that, does it mess with the background noise that you're saying you're hearing? Does it turn it down?
It turns it down.
Now we're going this way. Is it louder?
It's going up. Yes.
Going up.
Going up.
So you might be able to play with that one with yours to adjust it. And then 4 is about right there. 5. That looks about right. So I'm gonna test. Everything sounds good on my end.
It's well over here.
Yeah.
Just ready to play some basketball.
Basketball. I believe we are live. I'm gonna be good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what we might do? I tell you what. Let's wait about 3 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and run my the intro. So for those of you that are already starting to log in, we'll run the intro. The girls' game will be on the HobbsAmerica.com by clicking on the Cardinal. If you want to watch the boys' game, according to the radio station, for those of you that are interested, the boys will play on HobbsAmerica.com, and you can go to Lee County News and Sports. That is one of the links on the HobbsAmerica.com. So instead of going to the Cardinal will take you to the girls' game. The Lee County News and Sports link will take you to the boys' game. Both games can also be, let's see, it says please keep balance, Tatum Sports. It said the game will stream on YouTube Sports, Eunice Sports, Tatum Sports YouTube, and both channel Eunice and Tatum on HobbsAmerica.com. It says the boys' game will be on the Lee County News and Sports link on HobbsAmerica.com as well.
Why do they do that just now, the girls? Tatum girls? They were warming up over here. The Eunice girls were warming up. They walked over here and started shooting in their basket while they were warming up.
You know, I don't know that answer.
All right, then. A little intimidation, I guess?
I don't know.
Set pace for the game.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for making that announcement, because a few people asked me yesterday. I told them I wasn't sure. It's just to log into our traditional, our traditional site. And if we need to, as the game goes on, we can make that announcement. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, anyway, with that said, it looks like the girls are getting ready to take the court. Let's see. I don't even know where my notebook. You know where it went by chance?
It might be in your backpack, maybe?
It might be. I thought it was sitting right here. But
the iPad's behind you, but I don't know. Do you think it might be in the case?
Maybe. Let me see. There it is.
Looky who.
All right.
Do we need any extra sponsors jump on real quick?
So just so that everyone's aware, we are doing the Eunice and the Tatum announcing today. So I was asked by the radio to try to at least keep it balanced and fair, because we would have the Tatum link on here as well. So we appreciate all the Tatum listeners. Once again, right now we're just testing mics and trying to get everything ready to go.
Thank you.
And we will get up and running here in a few minutes.
Do you have one with the sponsors?
Oh, yeah, I gave you the wrong one. Let me see that one back. That's my announcer.
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, you got the wrong one.
Thank you.
All right, and that has the Tatum and Eunice sponsors.
Legacy Service, EJ Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, their pharmacy, Northlee Health, Northlee Hospital. Okay. Thank you. You need some escort going down?
What's that?
You need an escort going down?
Might need a piggyback. No, I'll make it. I'm just...
Give yourself some time, man.
Yeah, just a little slower than my normal self.
How'd you do that? Just wake up?
No, I felt fine when I woke up. I've had lower back troubles for 30 years. And just occasionally, I may go a year with no troubles at all, and then I'll wake up and can't stand up straight. Today, I was at work all day. Of course, I sit in a chair all day. And at some point when I went to get up, I started feeling it getting tight, and it just kept getting tighter and tighter. And by the end of the day, I was locked up where I couldn't stand up straight.
You have to go to Seminole tomorrow, huh?
Yes, and girls basketball games can be heard at HobbsAmerica.com. To watch the girls' game, you click on the Cardinal. It's also on the Eunice Sports YouTube page. They ranked the boys' regular season district runner-up here in County Sports and News. Tatum, Lady Cows. Tatum enters tonight with a 13-8 overall record. Tonight's game has huge implications for both these teams. Both teams are currently ranked inside the state's top 6. A Eunice win here tonight regular season puts them in a top 4 seed going into the state tournament, meaning they would host a first-round state tournament game. And if they were to win that game, unless things have changed in the last few days, which there was some discussion about having a meeting to realign things, but unless things have changed, the second round will also be played at the higher seed home team or home floor as well. And so if they were to win here tonight, I think they'd end up a top 4 seed and have a chance to play the first 2 rounds here in Joe Langston Gymnasium in Eunice. So pretty big deal. That's a new thing for this year. A win for Tatum would likely drop Eunice outside that top 4 and might give Tatum an opportunity at a top 4 seed, as they have moved up to that number 4 seed this week. So this is a huge game for both teams. Hosting 2 rounds once again for Eunice would be something that's never been done, so that would be really neat. Both of these teams have battled some issues throughout the season. Tatum saw junior point guard Sierra Jimenez injured early in the season. My understanding from family is there was some type of fracture in a bone in her back. And it caused her to miss much of the middle of Tatum's season. She is one of the best defenders on this Tatum team and arguably one of their best ball handlers as well. Since she has returned, Tatum has only lost twice, both those losses coming at the hands of the Eunice Cardinals. She is a difference maker for this Tatum team. Tatum has also had issues with illness during the season, as well as COVID protocol. Also caused several key players to miss multiple games during the heart of the season. So don't let their 13-8 record fool you. This team is much better than that record. They are definitely a top 8 team from last season and last year. They finished the season last year ranked inside the top 8 and made it to the final 8 of the state tournament, where they lost to Pecos in a close game, and Pecos went on to have an undefeated season and win the state tournament. So anyway, Eunice has also had some issues this season. Sophomore center, 6'1", Caitlin Parsons missed the first 5 games of the season due to transfer eligibility issues. She was a student athlete here in Eunice through junior high. During COVID, the family moved away due to the slowdown in the oil industry. As oil picked back up, the family was actually transferred back here for work purposes. And so when the season started, there was some discussion as to whether she'd be eligible or not. The Eunice team self-reported to make sure And it took several weeks, but she missed the first several weeks of the season. After an NMAA investigation, she was cleared to play. And so Eunice also has had issues with illness throughout the season. Chloe Jones and Alina Rodriguez are the only starters on this team to not miss games due to illness, sickness, or injury so far this season.
Knock on wood.
Almost every game this season, Eunice had been missing at least one of their contributing players and sometimes multiple contributing players. Eunice enters this game on a 10-game winning streak that began with the first win against Tatum in the district opener. The Lady Cards have looked good during that time. They have clawed their way to a top 3 spot in the Max Preps rankings. As mentioned before, the top 8 will host in the first round of the tournament, and then the top seeds remaining in the second round will host another home game unless they change that. And once again, that's a new wrinkle this season. So top 4, if you win your first game, would be guaranteed 2 home games. The Lady Cardinals are 17-5. They have one of the top 4 overall winning percentages for the season in 2A girls basketball. So 2 of the 6 criteria have them listed in the top 4. One has them in the top 3. One of the other criteria is head-to-head. The only team in the top 10 that Eunice has played head-to-head is Tatum. They've played them twice already. So even with a loss here tonight, they would still have the one up on them. So they're setting in pretty good shape. The other 2 criteria is wins against district opponents. That's one area where the Cardinals could be lacking because they only have, based on my calculations, 1 win against a district champ, and that was Dexter. They had some other extremely close games against district champs, but I think that's going to be it. So anyway, they're setting in good shape. Let's see. I'm always one of the things that I said here in my notes is that we are currently 1.7 points ahead of number 4 Penasco. We are just over 2 points ahead of number 5 Laguna Acoma. We are less than 3 points behind Clayton. Tatum is just over 1 point behind number 5 Laguna and 0.2 points ahead of Santa Rosa, who's number 7. That's why you always hear me up here preaching about the importance of a couple of points in these games. I know people are like, the guy, he just. But the reality of the matter is, when you look at seeds number 3 through about 7, they're all within less than 2 points of each other. And those points at the end, that's part of that point differential in the Max Preps ranking. It does matter. With that said, I won't go into all of the algorithm stuff, but historically this Tatum girls basketball program has been a powerhouse in girls sports. They've won numerous girls state championships on the hardwood over the last decade or 2. Volleyball and basketball has always been strong, especially with the girls there in Tatum. They've been tough to beat for years. For Eunice, they've never won a girls state championship in basketball. They came close in 2017, losing to Tehachapi in the legendary pit. That's the only runner-up season for Eunice girls hoops. This team has the potential to go that far or better. For the season, Eunice has been led by freshman Alina Rodriguez. The freshman has had a record-type season. Rodriguez currently has 298 points on the season. To put that in comparison, Jada Jones, one of the Eunice all-time greats on women's basketball, had 291 points her freshman year. So Rodriguez is already 7 points ahead of Jada. Raya Mendoza, another Eunice great, had 349 points her freshman season. So, Alina's only about 50 points behind Raya, and that's pretty impressive too. One big difference with Rodriguez, though, is she is a three-point shooting machine with 55 threes on the season. She is chasing the all-time Eunice record for three-pointers made in a season, set by Gabby Sanchez with 59. Sanchez set that mark during her senior year in a season that included a trip all the way to the state championship, and so definitely played more games. Rodriguez has had a special year, no doubt. She is 4 threes away from tying the record. She's sitting in the top spot in shooters as far as three-point shooters in 2A basketball, and she's top 10 in the entire state. She's averaging over 13 points per game. Caitlin Parson leads the team in overall rebounds this season. In only 16 games, 10 a game. Averaging right at 10 points per game. She's averaging right up there with the blocks of Clarissa Fight back during her years. Chloe leads the team in assists with 74. Chloe also leads steals with 124. She's currently number 1 in state, all classes in senior. Denise Rangel is averaging 7 points per game. She's second on the team. Tatum enters tonight's game 6 in girls basketball. Once again, I mentioned they've had some injury sickness issues. The Coyotes are led by 5'9" Kylie West. She does a little bit of everything. She's a dynamic player. They've also got center Cheyenne Combs, who's a rebounding machine. She's tough and physical. Sierra Jimenez mentioned earlier, heck of a quick guard, great defensive player. And they've got several youngsters, 8th and 9th graders, that play big minutes for them. Tatum is coached by Greg Slover. He does a great job. So that's the rundown. I'm going to head down to the court to do the intros, and I'll be.
So we'll see how it pans out here at the Joel Langston Stadium. And that being said, give a shout out to the sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Norley Hospital, Tatum Clinic, EJ Pumping. That's some of the sponsors from Tatum, because some of the Tatum faithful is going to be listening to us as well tonight. So bear with us out there up north. Be nice to us. And hopefully we do a good job for y'all. And Jimmy's going out there and announce the game, so I want to take this mic off so I can listen to the announcements. And thank you. go, ladies and gentlemen. The game's about to start. Mr. Jones went down there and did his other job he has in this little small community. So we appreciate him going out there and taking care of that for the home team and the visiting team. As we prepare for this tip-off, we have Tatum's going to be having number 14 on the court, West. Number 1, Howler. Number 15, Jimenez. Number 11, which is not on the roster. And number 10, Marcel. And for Eunice, we're going to have Denise Rangel, Chloe Jones, Parson, Rodriguez, and Garrett. So here we go. It's nice, cool, and calm and collected right now. So we're about to get this game started. Best of luck with both teams. So remember, the boys are playing in Hagerman at this given moment as well. So Eunice gets a tip off. Parson throws it over to Rangel. Rangel throws it down to Jones. Jones down to Garrett. Garrett misses, but there is rebound by Parson. Parson gets misses her layup, and they got a quick foul on Garrett over the. They just blew a whistle, and they call a foul on number 11, Garrett, for Eunice. So here comes Tatum. Number 11 with no number gives over to 10 to number 1. They move the ball quick. Back to number 1 for Tatum. Number 11 gives a dribble drive, throws it out to number 1. Out to Jimenez, tries to force a pass, but Rodriguez jumps in the passing lane, and she runs in right into the ref. When she tried to save it, but the ref was right in the way, so wouldn't call that a kind of a turnover, I guess. So it's Tatum's ball on top of the key. Number 11 has it, throws it over to West. West has it at the top of the key. She looks, throws it down. Number 15, Jimenez, throws it back to number 11, top of the key. Over, swoops to the left-hand side, down to West, back to 15, Jimenez. Dribble drives a little bit, pulls it out to number 11, back over number 1. Tatum down the West in the post. Long pass to 15, Jimenez shoots a 3, misses the back of the rim, goes up for the rebound, and Tatum comes away with the number 11. She makes a strong move, throws it up, and makes a nice, easy layup. So it's 2-0. Tatum right now. Jones gets the ball from Bella, throws it up forward to Rodriguez, and we'll call a walk on Rodriguez. That's 2 quick turnovers for Eunice.
Yeah, both trips down the floor have resulted in turnovers. Not a good sign for the Cards.
A little rusty for the little days off. We'll get through it, Coach. So here comes number 1 for Tatum, bringing the ball down. She throws up to number 11, back to 10. She looks for Jimenez. Jimenez has the ball on the right-hand side. Down to 1, back to Jimenez, top of the key. Number 11 gets it back. They give it down to West. She kicks it out to Jimenez, shoots another 3. It's the back of the rim, but it's going to be rebounded. It's going to be a jump ball between Parson and West. It's going to be a good battle tonight between West and Parson. Last time we played him, she gave us a lot of fits. West did from Tatum. So Tatum's going to have the ball and he throwing basket. Jimenez throws it into the West on the right-hand side. Flip it over to number 11. Back to 1, dump down the West, out to Jimenez. Back to 11. It's a quiet crowd, huh?
Yeah.
Back to Jimenez. Jimenez throws it to number 11, top of the key. They throw it down to 10. Nice pass to West, but West was blocked by Parson. She forces her shot, but Tatum gets her own rebound. Out to number 11, but she is blocked by Parson. Parson gets her own block, dribbles all the way down, makes a nice move. Does that extra pass to Jones. Jones dribbles it back out, kicks it to Rodriguez, way deep. Top of the key, she misses it, but Parson gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Rangel, slows it down, back to Jones, top of the key, makes a nice move. So Rodriguez makes a move, dribble drive. The ball's poked out by Jimenez. Tatum gets the ball, number 1 gets it over to number 10. She dribble drives all the way down. She makes a layup, so the score is 4-0.
Yeah, not a good start.
Not a good start. We're a little rusty, Coach.
Offense, every time down the floor, we've turned it over.
4 times.
Yep.
Jones over to Rangel on the right-hand side, over to Parson. Nice pass underneath. Easy layup. Yep. Our bread and butter, right?
Yes.
So the score is 2-4. Jimenez brings the ball down for Tatum. Comes all the way down, throws over number 11. Back out to 10 to 1. Back to Jimenez on the right-hand side. She dribble drives, throws it out to West. Nope. Jones jumped the passing lane, gets it still out. She turns and burns, comes all the way up on the left-hand side, throws it up, hits a little too hard. She misses a layup. And Tatum comes away with the rebound to West. West gets it to Jimenez. Jimenez pushes all the way down. I'm sorry, that was number 11. She kicks it out to Jimenez. Shoots a 3, misses, but it's rebounded by number 10 for Tatum. So Tatum has the ball. Number 1 shoots it up, makes a nice little 20-footer look easy. So the score is 6-2 here in the first quarter with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, Eunice trailing here early.
Jones brings the ball down. Looks around, top of the key, looks. Long pass to Rangel. Rangel makes a little bit of move. dribble drives, kicks out the back to Jones. Jones dribble drives, kicks out to Rodriguez for a 3 on the left-hand side. Makes it.
Nice.
It's been a while since I said that.
Yes.
So it's 5-6 that quickly. So Eunice is right back in it. Jimenez dribbles the ball down for Tatum. Nice and slow. Gives it over to West on the right-hand side. Kicks out to number 11. 11-1. Back to Jimenez. She thought about a 3. Kicks it down to 11. Makes a nice move, but she's blocked from behind by Parson. And she touched the ball last. So that's good. 2 good blocks by Parson to defend that goal there. So Tatum has not scored this time around. That's the first time Tatum has gone down and not scored.
Was that Rice that hit the little jumper down here a while ago?
No, he's number 1.
Number 1, Henard.
Henard.
Okay.
Jones brings the ball down for Eunice with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dumps it down to Parson, makes a nice move. Kicks it out to McBee behind arc. McBee throws it the other way, and there's going to be a backcourt violation on Eunice. That is 4 quick turnovers, if I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah, 4 or 5 already here.
I'm not keeping track. I'm just throwing out a number, guys.
I looked down at that one, and so I missed it. I didn't see what happened.
She overthrew Chloe. She's trying to reverse the ball back. So Tatum has the ball on top of the key to Jimenez. Jimenez pumps to the left, tells West to step out, kicks it out to West on the right-hand side. Number 11 flashes. Jimenez dribble drives, dumps it off to 11. She's met by a wall. She forces she's stopped by Parson. Parson gets back to his position. And number 10 throws her elbow and pushes off number R10, Parson, and she goes up and she's still blocked, but she was fouled on that. A little pushing and touching down underneath the basket. So
she's got to move up, or we're going to see. We just got a lane violation. See,
did they see it?
I don't know, but I bet you.
No. She's trying to catch her breath.
Well, it don't matter. You got to.
I know.
That little stuff like that will cost you.
And this guy on this side, seeing it, he just kind of like, okay.
See, he's telling him.
So number 10 for Tatum misses the first shot. Goes up for a second one, misses it. It's rebounded by Jones. Jones tried to turn around real quick, and they call it a jump ball. It's going to be Eunice ball on that jump ball. Number 10 did a good job of grabbing the ball when Jones put it on the floor. So Jones gets the ball. Inbounds from Martinez, which is in the game. Shows the ball down, throws it over to McBee on the left-hand side. She looks. Goes back up to the top of the key. Gives it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is attacked from behind, and they grab the ball, and it's called a jump ball. That's another turnover.
That's 5. I've got us down for 5 already, and we just seem too passive. I mean, we've got to be ready, and the one thing Tatum always does is plays good defense, especially in this kind of game.
Back out to Jimenez on the left-hand side. They flip it out to West. West throws it over.
Yep.
And they call a foul as soon as she got rid of the ball. And Rodriguez, she came in and ran into her. Foul with the body, correct?
Yep.
So Tatum's doing a very good job right now, controlling the pace of the game and playing just a little bit more aggressive than the Eunice Cardinals.
Well, and we've got to keep from getting frustrated right now and just play ball.
So Jimenez dribble drives, dumps it off to number 1, makes a nice move, but misses. But Tatum gets the rebound. She bumps and passes, and number 11 made that shot. So the score is 5-8, 11's favor. Tatum's favor, I'm sorry. Jones brings it down, throws it to McBee on the left-hand side. Jones cuts, but number 1 does great recovery defense there and pokes the ball out of bounds.
And right there, Chloe's cutting to the basket, but they've got a help side defense. If she catches it down there, where's she going with it?
Nowhere.
Yeah.
They'll probably cause another jump ball because they're going to grab that ball once she puts it on the floor. It's going to be Eunice's ball underneath the basket. Rangel is coming back into the game for Rodriguez. And Garrett comes back in for Parson. So it's Eunice ball underneath. Rangel throws it in to Martinez. Martinez gets it, kicks it back to Rangel. Shoots up a 20-footer, misses, but Martinez gets on rebound, misses. But Jimenez comes down on the rebound for Tatum. Turns and burns, and she's going down the court on the left-hand side. She's going to go all the way to the basket. Tries to dump it off to number 1, but McBee jumps in the passing lane. And the ball's going to go towards Eunice because number 1 was the last one to touch it. Came off her fingertips. So back in the Jones, brings up the ball.
See, right here, you got little things like that we've got to get better at.
Oh, and McBee tried to force it in the Jones, and one of those loose balls, and Tatum came up with it. I'm going to concur with you. We said earlier, Tatum is here to play.
Yep.
They're not lollygagging around. They did the research. They're here to play and try to win. So that being said, Parson is back in the game, and so is Rodriguez. So we got all 5 starters on the court I apologize. Yeah, we do have. Inbound to Jones. Jones dribble drive. She's pushed as she goes in for a layup on the right-hand side. But she made it look easy, so score 7-8. High scoring quarter, huh? Yeah, Jimenez brings the ball down. Gives it over to West. West jumps it out to 10. Nice move. Kicks it out to Jimenez for a 3. Misses completely, but Tatum comes back with the rebound.
Right there.
West gets it, number 1, dribble drives. Gets back, kicks it all over to number 11. Makes a nice move, shoots it up and misses, and Rodriguez comes down with it.
Belly.
Oh, she did a around the back pass to Jones. Jones out there to Garrett. Garrett goes up with the one-hand layup and misses. And Tatum gets a rebound, and number 1 is pushing it.
Don't foul, don't foul.
Stops at the top of the key. She makes a couple of moves, and she's pushed by our number 1, Chloe Jones. So most of our stars already have a foul on them, except Denise and Denise is the only star that does not have a foul.
Yeah, and a lot of those fouls are just dumb fouls. I mean, like that foul didn't do anything. It wasn't like we blocked a shot. We didn't save anything. We just fouled out here on the perimeter.
Oh, bad position on Eunice there. Oh, and Denise gets a steal and comes all the way down the right-hand side. She stops and makes a little 15-footer. So the score is 9-8. Eunice. That's what we need right there. That's what we need, more steals, more aggressiveness.
As bad as Eunice has looked here in this first quarter, they're in the lead.
Yeah. So Tatum has the ball, number 1, dribble drives, kicks it out to Jimenez for a little 20-footer. Makes that one, and she was about 2 feet in from the three-point line. So the score is 10-9 with a minute 8 left. Jones to Rodriguez on the left-hand side, shoots up her own 3 and makes that look easy. So it's just like that, 12-10. Eunice is back in front with 59 seconds left. Tatum brings it down, number 1, dribble drives, kicks it out, tries to kick it out to Jimenez, but it's tipped out of bounds by Rodriguez as she jumped in the passing lane.
So 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's 12-10. Eunice in the lead by 2.
They kick it on to number 5. Rice is in the game. Kick it out to number 14, West. She misses. Rebound by Eunice. By Parson. Give it out to Rodriguez. She looks up. Nobody's covering her. She comes up to her favorite spot. Makes a nice move behind the back. Breaks Jimenez's ankles. And Jimenez reaches in and fouls her before she gets to the basket. But they're going to say the foul was on the floor. So it's going to be Eunice's ball underneath the basket. With 41 seconds left, 12-10 Eunice favor. And Kiki Parsons is going to come in the game for Eunice. And Parsons is going to take a seat. Number 10 for Tatum goes out, and 20 comes in. I say Weisler. And Rodriguez kicks it down to Bella right underneath by herself. She misses it, but gets her own rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds off her legs. It was too open to be true.
She was too open. She grabbed it and threw it up. There wasn't nobody within 3 feet of her. And
just hit a little too hard.
Yeah.
So West brings the ball down with 34 seconds left. Keeps the ball top of the key. I think they'll keep it for the last shot. Gives it out to Jimenez. Jimenez thought about a 3. Thumps it down to West as she cuts and makes it look easy as she shoots a shot up. And it's 12-12 with 23 seconds left. Jones has the ball top of the key. She dribble drives a little bit. Makes a nice move on number 1. Ooh, she runs into Garrett.
Yep.
But Denise comes up with the loose ball and makes a layup. Eunice does not look like what they're doing, but anyways.
They look lost.
And number 5 has the ball for Tatum, throws it over to West. West throws over to Jimenez. Ooh, Jimenez made a nice move around Garrett as she went for the steal, came up to the block. Kiki went in the stopper and fouled her. She went up.
Yeah,
so
with 1.6 seconds on the clock, another, unnecessary chance there. I mean, if Garrett gets that steal out there, there's 1 second left. Where's she going? You just, in those situations, you got to understand the clock and just play good defense and stay between her and the basket.
Jimenez makes her first shot, brings the score 14-13. And they're going to bring Maureen for Chloe Jones. Give her a little quick break before the end of the quarter.
So 14-13, Eunice ahead by 1.
She misses her second one, but West gets the rebound, kicks it out to Jimenez. Jimenez went able to handle it. So into the first quarter, 14-13. And Eunice's favorite, a tough game. Tatum came to play, so it's going to be a good matchup right here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both these teams are coming out here and battling. Want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors. We'll start with the Tatum sponsors today as we're doing both sides here. Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, the Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital, the Tatum Clinic. And that Now Pharmacy, I called to make sure that was how you pronounce it because it looked like Noel to me. So if I'm pronouncing it wrong, my apologies. I called and asked somebody from up that way today, and they told me it was Now, like N-O-W with an L at the end. And I was like, okay, so that's how I'll do it.
That's why it's in parentheses.
On our end, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, the Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you guys for all that you do, and thank you for allowing us to bring these games to the folks at home or on the road or wherever they might be for free. The free part is what makes it so cool. We've got great sponsors here in Lee County and huge support for the kids, so just a great deal. At the end of the first quarter, it's 14-13. Multiple Cardinals with fouls. Not a very good quarter for the Lady Cardinals, and considering all that, they're up by 1.
They looked real sluggish being off for almost a week and change. And Tatum had a few games already, so they're ready. They're in the group, so hopefully we can improve here in the second quarter. Being 14-3 with the lead, but...
Yeah, and it'll be Tatum's ball to start this quarter. Tatum's in the red road uniforms, Eunice in the white. And looks like we're going to get ready to get started
and
here.
Tatum has the ball beginning of the second quarter. And that is number 15. Jimenez throws it in number 5 for Tatum over to number 11.
Yeah, we've switched defenses, too.
She dribble drives, and 11 throws it out of bounds.
Yep.
When did 11 put that long sleeve underneath? I thought she didn't have one earlier. Oh, okay. It's irrelevant, I guess.
Yeah, you're talking for Tatum? Yeah,
yes, for Tatum.
I don't have any idea. Jimenez?
Yes. No, that's not Jimenez. Jimenez is 15. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, you're right.
So Jones brings the ball down, goes on the right-hand side, and we have a moving screen on Parson.
Yep.
So that's another quick foul. I think that's 2.
That's 2 on Parsons. That'll
here
hurt.
In the first half.
Yep.
So Tatum has the ball, and number 1 brings it down real quickly. He thought about going to the right-hand side, kicks it out to number 11. She dribbles down, kicks it out to West. West looks on behind the arch, dribble drives down again. Nice pass, but Jones jumps in the lane, almost got a steal. It came up with the loose ball. She did get a steal. She dribbles all the way down the right-hand side. She keeps going all the way down. Duck kicks it out to Rodriguez on the left-hand side. Her 3 is off a little bit. Is rebounded by Denise. Denise goes back up. She's hit, but she misses, and Parsons there to clean up the mess. Clean up the mess shot. I didn't mean to say mess. I apologize.
Caitlin Parsons with the rebound and putback. It's now 16-13. 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
West brings the ball down top of the key. She picked up a dribble. Kicks it out to number 11 for Tatum. She makes a nice move around Kiki Parker, and she did a little stutter step. Shoots, misses, but Parker gets on rebound. But Parker brings the ball down. Should have been a tease out there, but Parker brings the ball down, and number 11 grabs it. And they call the foul on number 11 for Tatum.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to send Parsons to the bench. It's 16-13. Eunice in the lead. She's got 2 fouls, so that'll send. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. So here comes Jones across half court
on the left hand side. She hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez gives it to Parker. Parker walked as she was trying to look. The offense is not, for the Eunice offense does not look very smooth. So that's another turnover on Eunice here. That's the first turnover of the second of the second quarter here. So Tatum gets the ball down. West brings it back, shoots a deep 2. It hits the back of the rim, but is rebounded by number 1. Kicks it out to West. Makes a nice move around Garrett. Dribble drive. She dumps it off to 11 for Tatum. She does a nice move as well. Pump fake. She shoots it up and makes it in as Denise was in her face.
That was 11?
Yes, sir. She's not on her name's not on the roster.
Not on here. I don't think it was the last time either, and I printed this out off the last one.
So talking about number 11, she's out there in front of Rodriguez, and 15. Jimenez gets another quick foul on her.
So that's 2 on Jimenez.
And that hurts Tatum as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you notice, too, Eunice has already got 6 fouls, so Tatum will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
So Rodriguez is going to throw it in for Tatum. Out to Jones, top of the key. Makes a nice move, kicks over to McBee. McBee shoots a 3 on the left-hand side and makes it in.
Nice.
So the score is 19-15, Eunice favorite. Creeping away, Eunice is.
When she can hit those, it makes our team a completely different ball club.
Yep. Oh.
And that's going to be 2
West throws the ball down to number 11. Number 11 makes a quick move around Rodriguez, and Rodriguez looked like she was straight up, but they called a foul on her as she shot.
That's going to be 2 now on Rodriguez as well.
And number 11 goes to the line for Tatum.
Yeah, that's the only thing that could hurt us right now as we started to gain a little momentum is some foul trouble.
So number 11 shoots. She misses. So on that miss, we'll give a shout out to Parker Energy Service BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Seattle Shop, and Redbird Gas. Those are our proud sponsors of this game. She shoots the second one. She makes it. She goes 1-1. So it's 19-17 now. Oh, 19-16 and changes score on us. So we're good. Jones brings the ball down, kicks it out to Alina for a deep three. She felt it. She shot it. She misses. But Denise goes up and battles for the rebound. But the ball comes out loose, and Tatum comes up with it. Number 11 once again.
Don't foul.
And Denise comes all the way down and blocks her. She goes up for a shot and misses. But they're going to call her.
They're going to call 3. That'll be on Rodriguez.
On Rodriguez. As number 11 came down with the rebound, went back up, and number 11, Rodriguez, for Eunice, hit her, and they called it a foul.
Yep.
Oh, they gave it to Denise.
Oh, they did. Okay, well, that's 2.
Denise was laying down.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll take it.
So that actually helped us.
So number 11 makes her first free throw.
You know, I've got to keep in mind that we're broadcasting for both groups. And I apologize to my Tatum peeps. I really love you. I respect you. I'm a Eunice High School graduate. My kids are Eunice High School students, and my kids even out there playing. Yeah. So if I get a little excited for Eunice, I don't mean any disrespect. In fact, your main man, Fernando Jimenez, came across right before the game started and brought me a Eunice Cardinal hat. So any of your Tatum folks that want to give him a hard time, you know, he brought me a Eunice Cardinal hat. I told him that he would look better wearing it over there on the Tatum sideline. But anyway, I got a lot of great friends up there, spent a lot of time up there through the years. Great people. I don't mean any disrespect. I just get a little excited for my kids.
You have a former co-worker, too, working up there now. Kevin Gutierrez, doesn't he work up there?
Yeah, we got a game going here. Second quarter, 5:41 remaining in the second. Shout out to some of these Tatum sponsors: Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, and Norley Hospital and Clinic. And that second free throw went in.
So it's 19-18 here in the second quarter, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Jones brings it all the way down, kicks it out to Rangel, to Garrett. Back to Rangel, makes a nice move, dribble drives, and she is fouled. Well, by number, let's see what he makes sure what he says first. She was fouled by a Tamer player by number 5 as she drove into the basket.
So that'll be just 1 on her. Eunice will have the ball on the baseline. 5:26 remaining here in the first quarter.
Rodriguez threw it in Rangel. Rangel went up for a layup, and she is fouled as she goes in, but it did not go in. It was a slow developing play there.
I was afraid we were about to get a 5-second count. We got it into Denise. She then was stuck there for just a second, did a couple of little pirouettes or whatever they call them, spun around, and eventually she threw the shot up as foul.
And that's the second foul on number 5 for the Tatum player, and she misses her first free throw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I worry about Alina Rodriguez still on the court with 2 fouls. If she were to pick up 3 here this early in the first half,
and there's a lot of basketball left,
it could be painful for us.
So Denise goes up again. Rangel misses both of them. And Tatum did a great job on blocking out there. Did you see that?
Yeah, and Denise has 2 as well, so she's got to be careful.
So West gets the ball. She brings it down, hands it out to number 5. She looks, dribbles out to the left, brings it back out to West. Number 10 is there, but they don't give it to her. Back to 11, back to number 5. She's going to shoot a 3 at the top of the key, and she misses. Hits the back of the rim, but 10 gets a rebound and misses, but West comes up with the rebound. Number 5 gets a rebound for Tatum and goes back up. Tatum did not quit on any of that. Good job on their part rebounding. Jones gets it, fast outlet to Rodriguez, shoots a 3, misses, and guess who came down with the rebound? Number 11 for Tatum. Hands the ball out to West, for Tatum brings up the ball. Top of the key, she looks, kicks it out to West. Back to 11, back to West, back to 11. West throws it over number 5. Dribble drives. West has it again to 11. Dribble drive. She walked. She hands it off to number 10. Shoots up the wall. Shot misses. A loose ball. Denise comes up with it. Turn it around, girl. Go. She slows it down, which is very odd. She kicks it out to Jones. Jones to Rodriguez. Oh, she was open. Rodriguez thought about it. Long pass to McBee on the left-hand side. She dribble drives. Dribbles back out. Throws it down to Rodriguez. Rodriguez makes a nice pass to Denise. Then Denise is blocked by 14 West from Tatum. They come up with the rebound. They kick it out to number 11. She dribble drives on the right-hand side, kicks it out to West at the top of the key. She thought about a 3, kicks it out to 11. They dump it off to 10, wide open. Makes a nice move, shoots and misses. A loose ball on the floor, and they're going to say a foul on the floor on who? a push on.
They called it on them, but I'm not sure.
Tatum,
I say on them, on Tatum.
On Tatum, on
number 10. So that's Mariscal.
Mariscal for 10. That's our first foul of the game.
Yeah. So 19-20. Eunice trails Tatum by 1. 3:48 remaining here in the first half.
Jones has the ball. She dumps it out to Garrett. Garrett gets it out to Rodriguez. She thought about a 3 on the right-hand side. She dribble drives, kicks it out to Garrett way out behind her on comfort zone. Gives it to McBee. McBee dribble drives. Gets stopped at the baseline by number 11, and number 1 comes on the backside and pokes it out of bounds. Good defense on the Tatum side there. Yeah. A lot of help defense. Tatum's very good at that, as you pointed out in the first quarter.
Good defense. You know, Coach Slover always comes together with a good defense plan.
So Rodriguez pushes the time limit on that, and she throws it way deep to McBee, and almost got the ball stolen. But McBee dribble drives it, throws it out to Rodriguez, shoots a 3, misses. And Tatum came down with the rebound. Number 5 is pushing the ball for Tatum, gives it to number 10. Oh, she kicks it out to number 1, shoots a 20-footer and makes it in. And Tatum's leading 22-19. And nobody's there to help Jones to throw the ball in. So she has to make a deep pass.
And Alina's going to foul.
And Rodriguez just fouled number 5 for Tatum.
Who hit that last one down here? Was that 5?
That was number 1.
Number 1 again. Okay.
That was Jones was going to throw the ball, and she had nobody to throw the ball into. Everybody took off on her.
And you know, she's my kiddo, so I feel free saying it. She has no business going and grabbing the ball to throw it in. She's not the ball thrower in her. Now, somebody else down here was, but if she leaves it, at least they don't start the 5-second clock right away, or the 5 seconds right away. Once she grabs it, now you got 5 seconds to get it in.
So number 5 misses her first shot, but rebound by Parson, which is back in the game. Jones tried to force the ball forward because he's seen a player open, but she didn't pass it, so they call it a walk-in. It's another turnover, unforced turnover.
Yep.
So Eunice is playing out of character, and Tatum's playing great right now. So number 14, West has the ball on top of the key, and they slow down a lot. Tatum has slowed down. Back to 1 to 11, back to 1, back to West 14, back to 1. She dribble drives, throws a pass on the right-hand side to 5. Back to West, makes a nice move, but they're going to call a walk on West. She moved her feet a little too fast. And number 3 is coming in for Tatum.
I don't have her on the list.
I don't either, sir.
Like I said, I didn't print this off Max Preps today. I did for the last game, so just a week ago, week and a half.
We apologize.
I get my rosters off Max Preps.
So Jones dribbles the ball down to give it to Jasmine Martinez. She hands it out to Parson. Parson throws up a hard shot. There's rebound by number 5 for Tatum, and Tatum's pushing the ball. Number 5 throws it. Whoa. It throws it way deep, but Tatum saves it. Jones gets the rebound. A loose ball, you can say. She throws it over to Denise on the right-hand side. She goes up, and she is fouled by number 10 for the second time, I believe. Did you see a huge collision in the court? Was that 10 and 10?
I think so.
10 for Eunice and 10 for Tatum?
Yeah,
a lot of
collision
contact
in the middle of the floor. No call there, which was good for us because she's already got 2 on our side. But she's already got 2 on their side, too, so both 10s have 2.
So Denise shoots her first one. This is crucial on both sides, man. Both teams have to make free throws. Yep. Neither one of them are really good right now. So Denise Rangel misses her first shot for Eunice. So the score is 19, Eunice 22, Tatum 2 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. She dribbles, looks, shoots, and she misses. And number 3 comes down with the rebound. She's pretty short to come down with the rebound for Tatum. 14 throws a deep pass, but there's Jones to steal the ball away from number 1.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds. So 2:17 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's 22-19. Tatum will have the ball on the sideline.
They throw it in the West. The West dribbles the ball down. Throws a long pass to number 3 on the left-hand side out to 5, back to West. That ball moves fast. Back out to number 3. Gary jumps the pass lane, pushes out of bounds. That being said, we give a shout out to our sponsors, City of Eunice, The Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, Corner Hardware, and Eunice Public Schools. Ball's into West. Imagine that. West has the ball. She flips over to number 5. 5 gets it back to West. Dribble drive, shoots a deep 2, hits the back of the rim. The rebound by Parsons. She brings the ball down real quickly, but number 5 grabs the ball. Ball comes loose. Everybody's on the floor. Jones at the bottom of the pile, and 42 was on top of her, and they called it a jump ball. Did you see what I just seen?
Man, I did. It is rough down low again.
I thought they were going to call on foul because somebody's body just flew.
Yep.
Did you see the miscommunication there again on the inbounds for Eunice? So Denise throws it in. Rangel to Jones. Jones slows it down a little bit. Dribbles on the right hand side, passes out to Denise. Denise looks, makes a nice move behind the back, dribbles around the defender. We have an offensive foul on Carson.
That's 3 on her.
Was that a moving screen? Yeah. We got whistles everywhere, so I believe that's number 3 on Parson for Eunice, number 10. And she's going to the bench, and we have number 2 for Eunice coming in, Maureen. Yeah. So right now, Tatum playing their ball game into their favor.
Once again, there's confusion down here on the Eunice end. We don't look like we know who's playing where.
So Tatum has the ball at top of the key, number 1, dribble, drives, throws it over to nobody, and it's a turnover on Tatum. She was expecting 11, the flat, to show, and she wasn't there, so it's another turnover for Tatum. Scores 19-22 here in their second quarter, minute and 24 seconds left. Jones dribble, drives, kicks out to Maureen, makes a nice move back over to Jones. A lot of traffic there with each other. She tries to dribble drive, but there's too many people. If she misses it, Tatum comes up with the rebound, number 3 does. Throws it out to West. West gets the ball, turns and looks, throws it over to number 1, makes a nice move, dribble drives, back out to West, shoots a deep 2. She's blocked by number 2 from Eunice, Maureen, but rebounded by Garrett. Garrett gives it to Jones. Jones brings the ball over to Rachel. Rachel dribble drives, and she is fouled by West as she goes in for a layup, and I think that's West's first foul.
First one of the game.
We're going to find out here real quick.
You know, I've talked off and on this season when teams play us in the man-to-man defense, we get in that 4-high set. So we've got a post standing on each side of the free throw line. And several times here, Chloe's been able to beat her man off the dribble. But when she gets there, there's tons of help. There's nowhere to go.
That's what happened over here?
Yes.
So Denise Rangel shot a shot. She missed everything. Hits the back of the rim, back of the backboard. No rim, no nothing. And she barely hit the rim.
Yeah, she's 0 for 4 from the free throw line today, and she for the season is shooting about 60-some-odd%. So this is unusual. She's missed all her free throws.
She shoots her second one, and she makes that one. That one rattles in.
I never mind being jinxed on a deal like that. She sinks the next one.
So the score is 20-22. Tatum favored. Rangier goes to the bench. They bring McBee. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Number 1 brings it down for Tatum. Passes out to 11. Out to West.
We just got to be 11, smart here and not foul in this last 40.
To Jimenez. Jimenez back in the game. She tries to force a pass. Martinez comes up with the steal. She comes up on the left-hand side, but Tatum has 12 defenders out there. They pass it out to Maureen. Shoots a deep 3, but rebounded by McBee. 28 seconds left. Back to Jones. Jones dribble drives. She shoots a shot. She's hit across the neck, but no foul was called on that. And Eunice saves the ball back to Maureen on the left-hand side. She dribble drives, throws up a wild shot. And now there's a foul called on number, drum roll please, a Tatum player. What's that, 13, 31? What was that?
14.
14,
that's it on 14, so that's 2 on 14.
That's West. That's 2 fouls on West here in this quarter, which is not a good thing for Tatum. So Maureen goes to the free throw line. She shoots it, and she makes it. Scores 21-22 with 17 seconds left here in the second quarter. Shout out to Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services, Parker Energy Service, our sponsors. And she makes both free throws. The game is tied 2-2.
Now we just got to not foul. If I'm coach, I'm screaming, do not foul.
West brings the ball down, kicks out to 1 to 11. Back to the top of the key to West. Back to Jimenez. Jimenez going to shoot. Nope. She pump fakes back out to 1.
Do not foul.
And Eunice is in the zone. Back out to the West. Is top of the key. She misses. Oh, in and out. In and out in that last shot. So into the second quarter, 22-22. A real good game here between the Lady Tatum Coyotes and the Lady Cardinals.
Now we've got a barn burner here. I want to shout out to the sponsors. I'll start with Tatum, Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, the Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, Norlee Hospital, the Tatum Clinic, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you to your sponsors for making this happen. We've got a heck of a ball game here in the championship game of the District 4 2A Girls Basketball Tournament. 2 top 10 ranked teams in the state of New Mexico. Number 3 Eunice, number 6 Tatum, in a battle against, you know, these two towns, these two schools, girls sports have been battling for many, many years. Tatum ultimately has the, I would say, the edge and overall success because of all the state championships. But anytime these two teams meet, it's always a battle.
Yes, and we can see that on the court tonight. Tatum showed up with the fire in their heart, and Eunice was there to put it out for a little bit, and then it just swapped back and forth, and that's why we have a 22-22 game right now.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything
on the boys' game.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything on the boys' game. I was trying to see the score here. I'll try to send a message over to my wife. See if I can get it. Boys' score.
And the thing that's hurting Eunice right now, they have a lot of their good players on foul trouble.
Foul trouble.
And then West got 2 quick fouls here for Tatum there in the second quarter, towards the end of the quarter.
You know, the big difference, though, and this is going to sound like another one of them goofy Jimmy theories, but Tatum gets some fouls being aggressive and making good basketball plays. We get 30 foot from the goal, run up and body somebody out of bounds fouls that really didn't do anything for us one way or the other. Excuse me. And so those are the ones that I consider frustration fouls.
And we did a lot of that in the first quarter.
Right.
So
I've got something tickling my throat. Let me shut my mic off a minute.
I can still pick up over here. So that being said, we're gonna want me to go down and get some water for you. You'll survive.
It's just something like one of them little tickles you get where you just can't get rid of it. It doesn't feel like a head cold or anything. It feels like I breathed in a feather and it stuck it back there wiggling around in the back of my throat.
You calling Charlie Forrest Gump over there?
That's right.
We even have people from Jow, I believe, here sitting over there across the.
I'm sure. So at halftime, over there, Eunice trails by 8, 26-18. Trails by 8, 26-18.
That's not bad. At halftime. Mr. Jones, I'm going to take a quick little break.
All right, we'll send things off for just a minute, and we will be back shortly.
3.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Joe Langston Gymnasium. Historic, I guess, would be a good word. Joe Langston Gymnasium here in Eunice, New Mexico.
Vintage.
The District 4-2A Girls Basketball Championship between the number 6 ranked in the state, Tatum Lady Coyotes, and the number 3 ranked in the state, Eunice Lady Cardinals. We've got a battle on our hands. At the end of the first half, it is 22-22. Would we expect anything less between these two towns in a championship game?
And this is the best way to watch a game.
Yeah, it's hard for me because I'm a parent, and it's like I apologize to my Tatum peeps earlier because I'm trying to be neutral at the same time. I'm not used to being neutral. I'm used to being 100% for my kiddos and my school.
I concur.
So I'm trying to be balanced. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the Tatum folks and them listening, and we'll do our best to make it sound good. But if for whatever reason in the heat of the moment we get a little excited for the Cardinals, our apologies. So
that being said, we'll give a shout out to the sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BTH Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Zee Shop, Redbird Gas.
So 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Once again, Eunice has got a lot of foul trouble. If they can keep this game close until we can get those kids back on the floor and some good, I'm guessing we're probably going to put them on the floor anyway, but man, I tell you, if we were to pick up number 4 on any of those young ladies here early, we could be in a real bind.
And on the same note, Tatum's doing a great job. I'm pretty sure Coach Winter says, you know what, keep up what you're doing, keep pushing forward, and we'll see what the outcome becomes.
You know, the one thing that they're definitely doing a really good job of is blocking out our bigs on the block, and they are out rebounding us down low. And then, of course, turnovers. We turned the ball over. I've got us at about 12 turnovers in the first half.
So that being said, Cardinals, Tatum gets the ball starting the half. They get out to Jimenez. Jimenez shoots a 3. She misses and rebound by Jones. She turns and burns. She comes over here on the right-hand side. She goes all the way down, and she's tapped a little bit, but she made it look easy as the free layup goes in.
Yeah, so Chloe Jones with 2 more on the run-out, rebound, and the layup.
So Jimenez has the ball. She throws it over to number 1 for Tatum. She does a little move around Denise, kicks it about to Jimenez. Out to 1, back to 11. You see she doesn't have the long sleeve on no more. Neither does Jimenez. Jimenez back to West. Jimenez gets it again. Back to 1. She shoots a deep 2. She misses and is rebound by West. Shoots up the shot. The ball comes down. It's going to be a jump ball between, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Between Garrett and number 10, Marisol.
It's going to be a jump ball. The ball will go over to the Cardinals. Man, it is a rough battle down low in this one.
And they're letting it play, so which is a good thing. So Chloe brings down the ball for Eunice. Dribbles out to the right-hand side, hands it off to Rangel. Rangel keeps dribbles, drive, kicks it out to Rodriguez, makes a nice move top of the key. Throws all the way down the basket, dumps it off to Parsons, shoots a 10-footer, makes it look easy.
Nice pass there from Melina Rodriguez, and an even better shot, mid-range jumper by the 6'1" sophomore Caitlin Parsons.
West has the ball on the right-hand side, kicks over number 1. Jimenez dribble drives, picks up her dribble, dumps it down to number 11, and she is cutting, and she is partially blocked by 11, so they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, they're going to call that foul on Garrett. Looked like she got her with the body down there. The one thing Tatum does a really good job with, when they attack the basket, they kind of flare that body out and then hide the ball. I used to always teach kids a ball body defender to keep that body between them. That way, if they swing at the ball, they hit the body. And that's what they've been doing here.
So number 11 goes to the free throw, and she makes it look easy. So the score is 26 Eunice, 23 Tatum.
You know, she's 4 or 5 from the free throw line. That's number 11. I'm not sure who that is.
She's had a great game.
Yes, she has. She makes the next one. So that's 5 for 6 from the three-point line.
Jones gets the ball in from Garrett. Jones brings it. They're picking it up at the top of the court.
Yeah.
So Jones brings all the way down, hands it off to Rodriguez. She dribbles back to the top of the key. Nice screen set by 10. And hand it off to Rangel. Rangel looks. Another screen by Garrett. And they're going to call.
Yeah. You know, we're going to have to be real careful with that. We've got our 2 posts setting that pick over and over and over, and at least 2 of Parsons' fouls, she's got 3, have came on that.
And they're running to that spot.
You know, they just changed the scoreboard up there. I guess I'll adjust it.
So that was a foul for number 11 from Tatum. So Eunice has the ball again. Denise has the ball on top of the court, and number 11 reaches in and pushes the ball out of bounds. So it's going to be Eunice's ball over here. On the right-hand side, Rodriguez is going to be throwing it in. She's going to throw it, and she uses 4 seconds of it. She throws it into Jones, top of the key. She makes a nice move around number 1, drives all the way to the basket, throws it up a little too hard. The ball comes down, and it's a jump ball. So it's going to be Tatum's ball this time.
You know, I'm going to say it again, and I'm probably going to say it forever, but when she beats her man, because she can beat her man, she's quick. She beats her man off the dribble all day, but she runs right into that crowd of people standing at the top of the key. And all those people, it's hard to get any kind of good shot off.
She's covered by everybody because that backside helps. So Tatum has the ball. Eunice has it on the right-hand side. She throws it out to nobody. It's deflected by Rodriguez, and she is pushed out of bounds. And there's a turnover on Eunice. Good defense by West. Led her to the baseline. She had to step out of bounds, keep dribbling. So Jimenez is going to throw the ball into number 1 for Tatum. Out to number 11. Back to West on top of the key. Out to number 1. Out to Jimenez. Jimenez dribble drives around Parson. And they trap her.
Jump ball. And
they're going to call it a jump ball. It's going to be go Cardinal. But Jimenez is grabbing her eye or something. I think they poking her in her eye. But that's another turnover by Tatum. And you notice both team coaches have not called them any timeouts.
No, not trying to save them, looks like.
So Jones dribbles down on the right-hand side, hands it off to Rangel. Rangel dribbles around and back out to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez, top of the key, dumps it off to Jones. Forced pass, and Tatum came in with the steal. Number 11 walked, but it was not called. Handed off to 14 West. West throws it to Jimenez, wide open. Dumps back out to West. West goes up, shoots a wild shot because Parson was there. And West comes down with the rebound, and they're going to say out of bounds.
That's going to be 3 on Rangel if he calls that on Rangel.
I believe he is.
He did.
So that's the 3rd foul on Denise Rangel. And Tatum's going to have a sub. Number 5 is going to come in for number 11.
Yeah, we got to get a sub in for her. You sure don't want 4 here early in the 3rd quarter.
So Jimenez is going to be trying to throw it in for Tatum. Throws it out to number 5. We just checked into the game. Hands it off to number 1. 1 thumps it out to number 10. 10 kicks it out to 5 again. Back out to 1, top of the key. Little 25-footer misses. But she gets her own rebound.
Be smart.
Get off. Oh, and we almost got her steal by Raquel.
I just said we got to get her out. That's 4
and
on her.
She's over-aggressive there, and they're going to call her foul number 4 on her, which is a senior on the team, which they're going to bring in McBee for her. But she goes to the bench with 4 fouls for the Eunice Cardinals. Denise Rangel does.
And we're less than, 3 minutes? Not even 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
So they put McBee in for her. And Jimenez has the ball on top of the key, kicks it out to number 1. She thumps it off to West. West kicks it back out to number 10. Throws it over to 1, and 1's not can handle the pass. Get the ball, guys. Well, that was such a delayed whistle. The ball went all the way past the timeline. The whistle, there was a delayed whistle. Eunice finally when they got it, and then they called backcourt. So it's going to be Eunice's ball. They throw it into Jones. A little confusing out there. Jones throws it down to Parson. Parson looks, makes a nice move towards the basket once again. She put the ball on the floor. Number 1 grabbed it. Luckily, Eunice came away with that loose ball. Rodriguez had it. Throws it over to Jones. Jones tried to dribble drive. Garrett's sitting on top of the key, confused a little bit. McBee comes up, flashes, but Rodriguez has the ball. Throws it down to Jones as she was cutting. Made a nice, easy layup. I like that one-on-one play over there.
Yeah.
It's good ball movement. Jones without having the ball moving out the ball. That's pretty good.
28-24, Eunice in the lead. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter. No cheap fouls here. She pushed off, yep.
So West was called for an offensive foul there as Jones was playing nice, tight defense, and she extended her hand and pushed her off. So they call that's foul number 3 on West as well.
Yep.
So they're going to keep her in the game. So it's going to be Eunice's ball. Jones has the ball on top of the key, dribbles down.
Give it to her.
Looks around.
You need to keep.
Yep, keep attacking 14.
Yep.
They give it to Parson. Parson makes a nice move, dribble drives, kicks it out to Rodriguez, top of the key, shoots it off a little in and out. Oh, get back. Do you see what I
Yes, I
So
do.
West came down with the rebound. She has her head up looking down, dribbles down, kicks it out to Jimenez. Left-hand side, dumps it down to number 10, but she cannot handle. Grab the ball. Garrett, delay.
What the heck? Now be smart. Be
and
smart.
she threw it out. Outlet did not go anywhere. Tatum got it. Tatum shot it, but Parson got the rebound. Jones gets the ball, pushing it really very fast. Kicks out to Rodriguez. Gets her feet set. Shoots a 3. Misses. Long shot.
Go to her.
She walked.
Yep.
Garrett got the ball, took 5 extra steps, and then decided to pass the ball down to Parson, but it has a turnover. And we get a timeout by Tatum first.
Timeout Tatum. We'll shout out to those Tatum sponsors. Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, the Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, Norley Hospital Tatum Clinic. And if I'm saying Now Pharmacy, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's Noel, I don't know, Now, Noel, one of them pharmacies. But thank you. I'm sure there's not a ton of pharmacies up in Tatum, just like there's not here in Eunice. The Eunice sponsors, Panther Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker, thank you guys. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. The City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs and the staff. This Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yachty, and the gang. Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne and the crew. Cardinal Hardware, Ashley, Chris, Miss Ortega, City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, the Whitmire family, Redbird Gas, and Bart Parker.
So Tatum has the ball coming down. Jimenez brings it down, throws it out, picks up a dribble, shoots a three at top of the key, and goes in. I don't know if that was a set play off the timeout, but it worked just fine. Caught Eunice off guard, so the score is 28-27, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones brings down the ball. She goes to the right, kicks it out to number 20. 20 makes a nice move, which is Rodriguez. Still dribble driving. Number 10 stops her. She dribbles back out, kicks it out to Jones. Jones has the ball on top of the key. She dribble drives all the way down, loses the ball underneath, but she gets her own ball, kicks out to Rodriguez, makes a nice move. Thought about shooting the three, dribble drives again. Number 15's all over her. Jimenez shoots up a shot, and the foul is going to be on number. Man, I cannot see that. Well, wait. But she was fouling. She was going up, so she's going to be shooting free throw.
That's number 10, Mariscal, and that's three on her. So about half of Tatum's starters have three. About half of ours have three. One has four.
And Rodriguez makes her first free throw of the night.
Yep.
And Parsons going to go on. They're going to bring Garrett in.
Yep. Probably just give her a little break, try to keep her from picking up another foul here in this third quarter.
And she has, I'm not going to say because I might jinx it. So Rodriguez shoots her second shot off the front of the rim, and number 11 gets a rebound. She pushes the ball on the right-hand side, dumps it off to number 1. Number 1 makes a nice move, shoots a 20-footer, misses. And the ball's rebounded by who? West throws it up, misses. And the ball's rebounded by Garrett. Garrett outlets the McBee, kicks it out to Jones. Jones gets the ball. She looks, throws it down to Rodriguez, wide open, shoots a three. It's a little short, but Tatum did a good job blocking out. But Martinez comes up with the loose ball, gives it out to Jones. Jones gets it, hands it off to Garrett. Garrett gives it down to Martinez. Martinez kicks it out to Rodriguez, misses it. But Garrett is going to be called over the back on number 5 for Tatum, and that's going to be, I think that's her 4th foul. Tatum is doing a great, that's 3rd foul on Garrett. Tatum is doing a great job, like you said here, getting position, blocking out. That's good coaching by the coach.
They're really giving our bigs hard time down there with the blocking out.
So number 1 has the ball, kicks it out to Jimenez. Thought about a 3 at the top of the key, back to 1. But Garrett gets a poke out of it, and she lets the ball go out of bounds as it bounces in front of her.
We've got to grab those loose balls for sure.
It's crunch time. You got to get down and dirty, you can say. So it came out to be Eunice's ball. Jones dribbles the ball.
See that middle right there?
Uh-huh.
It's just really tough for her to be able to beat her man, which is what you want, and that was.
And Rodriguez threw a long pass, and it's deflected by number 5. And she gets a steal and comes all the way down, misses her layup. And as the loose ball, Jones ran into somebody and hit.
Now Jones blocked the first shot, and the girl behind is the one that ran in.
Oh, it was McBee.
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
That's who they called the foul on. That's the one that come in at the end. Oof.
A lot happened out there.
Yeah. So it's a 2-point ball game, 1:50 on the clock here in the third quarter. Tatum with the ball, throwing it in on the baseline. They float one way up high. No,
Jones goes up, trying to get a steal.
There's another push off.
And West throws it out of bounds over here.
Yep.
Chloe's in her head right now, playing that good defense. She keeps extending that arm. Number 14 to be good foul. So Jones has the ball. She dribbles down, hands it off to Rodriguez. Dribbles all the way to the top of the key. Screen is set by Garrett. Rodriguez has the ball, dribbles all the way down. And they're going to call the offensive foul on Rodriguez, and that's going to be number 4. Foul number 4. Good job on number 5 from Tatum for setting her feet and getting that call.
Yeah, we are in some foul trouble at this point.
That's number 4.
Yep. That's 4 on her. That's 4 on Denise.
And Maureen comes in for the game for her.
We've got multiple kids out here with 3 right now.
So our defense is going to be kind of soft. So Jimenez shoots another three, top of the key. But his rebound by Parson keeps the ball high. Outlets to Maureen. Maureen looks for Jones, kicks it to Jones. Jones dribble drives all the way down.
See the middle?
Leaves her man in the back. She stops, shoots a little little jump shot, and makes it in. 31-27 with a minute left in the third quarter.
That middle is just, be smart.
Oh, and number 11 loses the ball, and Jones comes up with a quick steal. Once again, she pushes the ball all the way down, stops, shoots it up, and she is hit. And she is fouled with the body as she goes down. So he jumps right back up, and that is going to be a foul on the Tatum player as she was shooting ball. It's number 3 on 15 on Jimenez. Jimenez has 3 fouls as Jones goes to the line.
Yeah, the Tatum faithful not happy about the first call down here, and I usually call it like I see it, and I'll be honest with you, that's my kid. I thought my kid fouled down here and got away with one.
The one I called earlier and didn't call on her?
Yeah, down here in that wing over there.
Oh, yeah.
On the far right. Right when she got that steal, I thought she fouled the Tatum player, and then she escaped, headed down here with the steal, no call down there, and then I thought she got fouled down here too. But I thought both were fouls, so I'll
they offset each other?
I called, no. They called the foul for her.
I know. I follow you.
Yeah, so
Jones
I call a spade. I think they missed one down
and she missed it. Makes her first free throw. Something happened there. The players got off the court. It
was foul. I'm telling you, that's what it was.
They were
this
arguing
coach,
over here. Yes.
There should have been a foul called over here. They didn't call it. It should have been a foul on Eunice.
I concur.
Yeah.
Chloe makes both free throws, and Parker's going to be coming in for Jones. Jones going to take a quick break with 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. 33-27, Eunice favor. Jimenez brings the ball down for Tatum. Top of the key. Throws it out to number 1. She makes a nice move around Parker. Shoots it. And that girl misses. But rebound by West. Shoots up another shot. Misses. And rebound by number 5 underneath the basket. And that's going to be a foul on number 2, Maureen. And that young lady's going to the free throw line with 41 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's in the bonus now.
She dribbles. Looks, shoots, and in and out. Hits everything but the bottom of that.
That's number 5. So that's 5. Rice. Rice misses the first free throw. She's an 8th grader out here battling with these older ones.
She's a very good 8th grader.
Yep.
She
I wonder
dribbles.
if she's related to all the other Rices up there, Kiko and that group. She makes the second one.
So she went 1 for 1. Bella's trying to throw it in. Bella just threw the ball away off of Maureen's hand.
See, we subbed a post for Chloe a while ago, and then
a little bit of confusion out there.
And see, now we're putting Chloe back in, but we don't know who she's coming in for, so we got 6 people. And see, now we just subbed Chloe for one of the only guards that was on the floor, so we're still going to be messed up.
So it's going to be Tatum's ball on top of the key with 38 seconds left. West has it, kicks it over to Rice. Rice back to West, back to Jimenez, back to West, to Rice, back to West, West to Jimenez. On the right-hand side, dumps it up to number 10, and makes a nice quick move, kicks it out to number 1, shoots a little 20-footer, and makes it in. It's like a 15-footer. 33-30 with 19 seconds left. Jones brings up the ball. Goes around Jimenez all the way to the basket. Makes a nice move, shoots it up. Oh, and it goes all the way in and out. Could have been an old-fashioned three-point play. So she's going to the free throw line.
You know, it's like I said, she's so quick. And I know she's my kid, and I'm probably a little partial, but she's so quick, nobody can just stay in front of her. And so she can beat her man off the dribble all day long, but when she gets into the paint, she's so small that if we don't have that paint clear for her, she can't hardly get to the basket.
And she misses her first free throw. That being said, shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Z Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. And we had some subs come in. Howler came in, and Martinez came in to the game. Chloe dribbles, looks, shoots, and nothing but the bottom of the net. 13 seconds left, 34-30 here in the third quarter.
Just got to be smart and not foul here.
Jimenez comes in, throws over 20, back to Jimenez. She looks, 5 seconds left.
I'm yelling no foul.
Oh, and we...
See? And now we're going to send them to the free throw line, plus we accumulate more fouls. I don't know why. I'm telling you, we've got to be screaming no fouls. Just play good defense. 2 seconds on the clock. We did the same thing at the end of the last quarter where we fouled with 1 second on the clock. Now they get to go to the free throw line and get 3 points.
that's something that the coach needs to relay to the players.
Got to get it in their ear. You got to be screaming that from.
So Rice goes to the free throw and makes her first one, which is made that shot look pretty easy. She 34-31, Eunice.
I'm not sure where we got that extra. I had us at 33-31, but I'll give us 34 if that's what the scoreboard down there says.
Rice dribbles, shoots, looks pretty. Nothing but the bottom of the net, so it's 34-32 with 2.2 seconds left. Jones gets it, throws up a shot, and hits the rim. Hits the backboard and misses the shot. So into the third quarter, the score is 34-32. And the story of the game is Eunice is in foul trouble.
Yep.
And Tatum's doing a great job rebounding and blocking out. So it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting going into this fourth quarter. Want to make sure we shout out to sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Those are our Eunice sponsors. On the Tatum side, Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, the Town of Tatum, Nowell Pharmacy, Norley Hospital, Tatum Clinic. Thank you guys for making this possible. You know, it's just a few little adjustments. Either way could blow this game wide open right here going into the fourth. We've got a barn burner. We wouldn't expect anything better or anything more in a district championship game between Tatum and Eunice. The winner here has a dang good shot of being a top 4 seed going into the tournament. The loser here still got a chance to be a top 8 seed, but probably not a top 4 seed.
And 4 is better than 8, right?
Well, yeah, for sure. Very, very much in the bracket.
So Tatum has the ball cuts trying to. Ooh, Garrett gets a steal as Jimenez tried to force the ball down. Throws it out to McBee. McBee out to Jones. Slow her down, ladies. Jones kicks it out to Parker. Parker.
Got to go get it. Somebody.
There you go. Kicks it back out to Garrett. Garrett looks, back out to Parker. Jones running around like a wild bird. They give a rough passage. She gets her own miss ball. She dribble drives, dumps it off to Parson. Parson goes up for a layup and she's fouled. So she's going to get a chance for a 3-point play. Great way to start off here the fourth quarter for the Eunice Lady Cardinals. And good ball movement, never giving up. And number 1 is limping over
hurt.
Jones.
She got hurt in that scramble, and I don't know what she hurt.
She grabbing the high ankle or cramp. I think it's a cramp. So Jones looks like they're stretching out her leg to be a cramp touching her calf, so it's a blessing in disguise.
You know, it's interesting to me, though, how, usually when somebody gets hurt like that, you stop the game for just a second. They just stopped. They
just snuck her out.
Just kept on going.
So Parson makes her shot, so I made a 3-point play. 37-32 here in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left. Number 11 has the ball for Tatum. Back out to Jimenez. 11 dumps it out to 10. Rice shoots a beautiful shot. Overshot it, but Parson rebounds. Almost walked.
Do it now we're in a bind.
No, there's no point guard. I see. Let Parson bring the ball down. Picks it out to Maureen. Maureen gets it. Dribble drives a little bit, makes a little quick move. Kicks it out to McBee. McBee gives it back to Maureen. She looks, makes a nice move. Dribble drives, throws it over to Parson, throws it high. Kicks it out to McBee. Shoots a 3.
Get in there.
In and out. Yeah, all the way in. She extends the lead, 40-32.
Kenna McBee with a great 3. She has stepped up twice here today when the Lady Cards needed her.
So number 1 kicks it to 15. Jimenez does her own 3. Misses. Garrett and Parson fighting for the ball. And there's a loose ball on the floor. We have 2 players from Eunice, 2 players from Tatum wrestling for the ball, and everybody jumps up kind of aggressively, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going towards Eunice. The score is 40, Eunice 32, Tatum, 6 minutes, 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Eunice is going to be throwing the ball in.
We should call a timeout right here. Timeout.
Nope, not yet. They ain't said nothing yet, Coach. So
I know I'm saying.
I agree with you 100%. So Tatum is fully pressing now because they realize that Eunice does not have a point guard. They give it down to Parson. Parson makes a nice move towards the basket, dumps it off to Garrett. Garrett was not expecting the pass, so we have a turnover. Right now, a turn is that Eunice does not have their point guard in, Jones. So number 1's going to bring the ball down for Tatum. She goes out to the right-hand side, kicks it out to number 5, Rice. Back to number 11. Back to 1, back to 15, the Jimenez. Jimenez looks, dribble drives, dumps it off to 10. 10 makes a nice move all the way around. Misses everything, and the ball is loose. And number 11 for Tatum comes with a rebound, gives it to number 1, shoots. She misses, and Tatum hustles out there, gets another rebound. Remember, Jimenez gets to the top of the key. She dribble drives, And they're gonna call a foul on a Eunice player. She pushed her. And Jones is still down there stretching out a calf, or they're giving her pickle juice, or what are they giving her? Yeah, pickle juice. But think about it, she has not come out of the game that much. So that being said, Eunice is on the free throw line for Tatum. She dribbles, looks, shoots, and makes it in. So it scores 33-40, Eunice's favor. 6 minutes and a second left here in the fourth quarter. Jimenez dribbles, shoots, and misses, and rebounded by Rice for Tatum. She's covered by big people. Kicks it out to number 15, misses. Oh, and she bites it off the glass. It goes in. So the score is 40-35 with 5 minutes and 51 seconds. McBee has the ball all the way down. She's being covered here. Dump it off to Parson. Parson makes a nice move. Dribble drives. They're going to call her for a walk-in.
No!
They're going to call her for a walk-in. That ref did not see that, and she made too quick a move for the ref. Did not see it. So there's a turnover on Eunice. So Tatum's going to get the ball back with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. District championship game. Number 1 brings it down for Tatum. Kicks it out to number 15, Jimenez. Out to 11, top of the key. Back to number 1, over to Rice for a 3. Thought about a 3. Kicks it down to 10. 10 goes up, and they're going to say it was a foul.
It's going to be 4.
On number 10, of course. I thought it was on the floor.
Yeah, he called that. That's number 4.
That's on the floor. Or was she going up? They're saying she was shooting. The two refs were debating with each other. One believes it, one doesn't. So we'll go with. So that's 10 fouls on Parson here left with 5 minutes and 31 seconds left.
4 fouls.
4 fouls. I apologize. And number 10 made the free throw for Tatum. Jones comes back in after she worked out that cramp. And you can hear the background. We're sitting over here on the Eunice side. So number 10 dribbles, looks again, shoots, hits the back of the rim, and Rodriguez gets the rebound, gives it to Jones. Jones brings up the ball. Top of the key. Makes a nice move. Almost beat her lady. Threw it over to Parker. Parker looks, gives it back to Jones, forces the ball, and it's a turnover.
He's smart.
And number 1 gets the ball, kicks it out to number 15. Jimenez and Kiki gets a steal.
Hold on to it, Kiki.
And they're going to say it's a jump ball after Kiki was rammed in the. Well, it's a jump ball. It's going to be Tatum ball. We have Denise coming back in for Parker. So Eunice has their 5 stars on the court. And
all of them in foul trouble. Except Chloe, I think.
Except Jones.
And she's
cramping up. So Jimenez has the ball, kicks out to 11, back to number 1 on the right-hand side. Oh, she walked, and no call. And number 10 gets the ball, throws it out to Rice for a deep 3, and makes it in. She keeps her score. It's 39-40 with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Chloe dribble drive, kicks it out to Denise. Denise kicks it out to Garrett. Garrett kicks it out to Denise again. Rangel, she dribble drives, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Thought about a 3. She looks, dribbles.
Go get it.
Jimenez on it. They float it over to Parson. Parson makes a couple of moves. Oh, and she dribble drives, and they're going to say she was fouled. And she was going up, or they're going to say I was on the floor.
It's 1-1, one way or the other.
1-1. I did not look that far down. That being said, we give a shout out to CD of Eunice, Zielda Shop, Redbird Gas, Carnell Hardware, CD Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service. And West is going to come back in the game for Tatum.
And I think she's got 4 as well. I know 10 has 4. Man, this is a game that could end up in overtime, and all them 4 fouls, people with 4 fouls could end up in a big bind for whichever team.
Give a shout out to Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, EJ Pumping. And Parson makes her first free throw, makes the score 41-39 here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's a tough game, Coach.
Man, it is a battle down there.
I want to see how you're wearing that hoodie, Stalbert, and took it off. You must be sweating like a racehorse.
No.
Parson shoots, makes her second shot. So extends the lead 43-39. 42, I apologize.
Good defense down here. Rebound, but no fouls.
So Jimenez brings the ball down, gives it over to 1. Back out to 11. Jimenez gets the ball back on the left-hand side of the court. She takes a small dribble, shoots a 3. It hits the rim, bounces all the way out. She gets her own rebound, kicks it over to Jones. Jones gets rebound, dribbles, beats her, man. She's all the way down by herself. Get a nice dump off to Parson, but Parson went up too hard, rips the ball away from Jones, goes up.
Nice.
It goes up and makes her own basket, and she ran over Rodriguez, and she turned around, and Rodriguez ended up on the floor. Jones almost got a steal. Oh, nice block
Jump
by.
ball. Yep.
Oh, jump ball?
Yep.
Yeah, it is a jump ball. I apologize. Number 11 went up. Parson came in, put her hand straight up. They just jump on the air. That was beautiful. It's been a while since I've seen that, but good defense on Parson, not getting that other thing they might get it.
Yeah, I would have sent her to the bench.
I didn't want to say it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jones brings that on the bar real slow, and the clock just started.
Yeah. And it's a home clock.
So they give it to Garrett. Garrett kicks it out to Denise. Denise looks, gives it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tried to throw the ball down, and 14 jumped in the pass line, which was West. Pushed the ball out of bounds. Good defense on the Tatum side.
Yeah, not a good thought there. I mean, for Rodriguez, you got to be smart here when the game is this close, this late. You got to make good, definite passes.
So Rodriguez throws in the ball to Jones at the top of the key, makes a nice move, does a little spin move, comes back out, sets up the offense. She comes over to the right-hand side, hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the top of the key. Nice screen. Oh, no. Her feet were set 100%, young man.
No.
And they're going to call a foul on Garrett as she came up, had her feet set on the screen, but they called the foul. And the Eunice faithful was letting him know about it, and he just looks up towards the crowd and smiles. Welcome to Eunice, I guess. So Tatum gets the ball now. Jones almost got a steal back out to one. They throw it over, and they misplay it.
Be smart.
There's a turnover on Tatum with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Jones gets the ball on the right-hand side. Give it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks. They give it to Parson. Parson tries to make a move.
Go get it.
Holds the ball. Dribbles towards the basket and makes a nice Euro step. And she's fouled as she's going up. So as she was fouled, we'll give a shout out once again to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Legacy Service, EJ Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Northley Hospital, Tatum Clinic. And number 10 just made it for Eunice, so extends the lead 45-39 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That was Parson. And she dribbles, shoots, looks, and shoots again, and makes it in. The score now is 46-39, Eunice favor with 3 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter. Jimenez brings down the ball for Tatum. She throws it back to the top of the key, number 11. Back to Jimenez quickly. She looks, back to 11. Down to West. West turns, looks, pivots, dumps it off to the Rice as she goes in, but she's blocked by Parson. Nice clean block by Parson on number 5, Rice, as she was going in for easy layup, but she was blocked.
Just got to be careful here. 2 minutes on the clock. It's important for the Cardinals to have her on the floor.
So Jimenez trying to throw the ball, and she uses all 4 seconds. Kicks it way down south to 14. West kicks it out to 11. Back to Jimenez. Thought about a 3 on the left-hand side. Swings it back to 11. On the right-hand side, number 1 shoots, misses, and is rebounded by Jones. Puts the ball on the floor, and she is immediately trapped by number 11. They're going to call it a jump. They're going to call it a jump ball as Jones was picked up by 11. So the ball's going to stay on this side for Tatum. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. The score is 46-39 here in the fourth quarter for a district championship game. Correct, sir?
Yes. District championship. 46-39. 2:30 left on the clock. Tatum with the ball.
West over to Jimenez. Jimenez, they left her all by herself. She shoots a 3, and she makes that 3. So the score now is 42-46.
Was that Jimenez?
Yes, sir. Jones brings up the ball. Nice, cool, calm, and collective. Start the clock. She dribbles, looks, dribbles all the way down, comes back all the way. Almost ran into her own pair. Hands it off to. Ooh, watch the backside. Oh, Rodriguez threw it down to Parson. And number 11 came in on the backside, and she fouled Parson.
That dang cluster of people right there drives me bananas because it makes it really hard for us to get anywhere.
And that just happened because they're clustered up, and number 11 can step off her guy and just come in.
And then, so if we lob it, there's a cluster. If we beat somebody off the dribble, there's a cluster. There's just a cluster of people right there. We need to spread those 2 posts that are at the high post, spread them a little bit. Even if it's just a step outside the paint, it opens that space and gives those driving lanes. Don't foul.
Parson missed her 1-and-1, so Tatum came around with the rebound, and number 1 almost walked, and she is bumped by Denise. She stopped in front of Denise.
That'll be 5 on Denise Rangel. The senior will go to the bench. That could be big if this game extends, or if Tatum, they're going to have a chance to draw this game within 2 right here.
So that's number 1 is going to the free throw line for Tatum. Score is 46-42, minute and 59 seconds left. And McBee comes in for Rangel. Denise cannot be upset with herself. She played hard. That's how she's played all year. It's just
careless fouls.
Just careless fouls.
Only bad thing.
And it started off in the first quarter, like you said. So she shoots her first free throw. He rattles around the rim, goes in. And that free throw was brought to you by Tatum Schools and Town of Tatum as Eunice takes a 30-second timeout. Give a shout out to Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Corner Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service and Rentals, Parker Energy Service, Legacy Service from Tatum, EJ Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, Northerly Hospital, Tatum Clinic. Thank y'all to all the sponsors, Tatum sponsors, Eunice sponsors, for making this possible, bringing this great district game, which we did not expect anything less. The score is 46-43 Eunice favor in the fourth quarter with a minute and change left.
Yeah, we've got a nail biter here in Joe Langston Gymnasium, and as a parent, I don't like it this close. This gets a little nerve-wracking for me. It's 46-43. We've already got one of our starters, one of the only seniors that we have that plays big minutes for us, Denise Rangel, one of our ball handlers, probably the best defender on the team. She's on the bench, fouled out. We've got Caitlin Parsons with 4. We've got Bella Garrett with 4. We've got
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez with 4. Chloe, I believe, has 2, and I don't know about McBee that's out there on the court, and I'm not sure how many she's got. But Tatum trails by 3, and the 8th grader at the free throw line.
She misses her second shot, rebound by Eunice, outlet to Jones. Jones gets the ball, and Tatum is going to be a full court press. Jones comes up back to the left side. She beats the press, dribbles all the way down, throws it off to Rangel. They're going to call an offensive foul on Rice as Jones kind of sideswept her. They're going to call offensive foul. That young man has called 4 offensive fouls on Eunice tonight. Yep. So that's 2 fouls on Jones with a minute and 48 seconds left here in the game. Eunice leads by 3 in the fourth quarter. Number 1 brings down the ball for Tatum, kicks it out to Jimenez. Jimenez walked, but no call. She goes over to Rice. Rice dribble drives, kicks it out to Jimenez. Jimenez out to number 1. 1 makes a little pump move, kicks out to West on the right-hand side. West dribbles, drives, out to 1, over to Jimenez. Jimenez looks, thought about it, back out to 1. Oh, make a nice move and nudge. They call a foul, and she chunks the ball to the ref. And it's going to be Eunice's ball with a minute and 28 seconds left.
They're going to try real hard to keep the ball out of Chloe's hands here.
That's good adjustment by the Tatum coach. So Rodriguez throws the ball in with a minute and 26 seconds left. She throws the ball to Parson. Parson gets the ball, passing timeline, back to Jones. Minute and 21 left, 46-43, fourth quarter. Jones has the ball top of the key. She makes a nice dribble to the right, hand it over to McBee. She holds the ball with a minute. Back over to Jones. Jones top of the key. She passes that timeline. She could have gone to the basket, but decided to bring it back. Back to McBee. McBee looks, dribbles, come to the ball, young lady. She throws over to Parson. Parson over to Garrett. Garrett back over to Jones. Jones has the key. 55 seconds left, 46-43. Tatum is in a panic mode. They throw it over to Garrett. Garrett thought about 3. Kicks it back out to Jones, top of the key. Good ball movement by Eunice. Back over to Parson. Parson gets it, back out to McBee, back to Jones. Jones has the top of the key, looks at the clock. Tatum coach is screaming to foul somebody. Tatum has not fouled.
There's a foul
and
on
they
West,
fouled over here.
I think that's 5 on her.
And West was forced to foul on Parson, one of our best free throw shooters tonight. So 38 seconds are left in the clock, and that is 5 on West. She had a great game tonight. As Tatum calls in the 30-second timeout here left in the fourth quarter.
So Parsons right now has 15 points. She'll go to the free throw line. Jones has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points. McBee with 6. Rodriguez with 7. Rangel with 5. Those are the Cardinals. On the Tatum side, you got Hennard with 5. Rice, the 8th grader, with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points.
And she came off the bench.
Yeah, Mariscal with 3. Number 11, and I apologize, you played a great ball game, but I don't know your name. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I believe 12 points for her. Sierra Jimenez with 6, 8, 10. Kylie West with 2. So
I'm going to say something real quick before. I'm sorry to apologize. Jones had to step it up a lot because some of her offensive players were in foul trouble. And I'm not just saying that because you're the balls here. But she had a great game. She came out, and she's in pain right now. She can see her limping out there a little bit.
Yeah.
She came in and stepped up when she had to. She's done that numerous times through the season, and right now was the biggest night if we can pull this victory out.
It's a 3-point ball game. That's
so
a one-shot game. And
this foul, that's how these fouls are.
And we still got, just under a minute to go here in this ball game.
Parsley shoots the first one in his.
Yeah, I could tell as soon as she let that one
Jones,
go.
Mr. Jones up here must have jinxed him when he said, oof.
Nah, as soon as she let it go, I was like, that didn't look like the rest of her free throws.
We'll get there. She dribbles, looks, shoots, looks pretty off her hands, in and out.
Nope,
and
foul.
We fouled real quickly.
And that's going to be 5 on Rodriguez.
So we're going to go to the bench. We're going to have to bring. Who are we going to bring in, Coach?
I don't know, but right here, they're going to go to the free throw line and get a chance to cut this to, it's going to be 3 or less, one way or the other. We've got Rodriguez fouled out.
Martinez
We've got Rangel fouled out. They're going to put Martinez in, so that'll mean that we'll have Jones, Martinez, and McBee on the floor to handle the ball.
So the coach, Frazier, took the whole 30 seconds. Some extra instructions for the young lady coming in, Martinez. And she goes down to the paint. So number 10 is going to be shooting for Tatum.
Yep.
46-43 with 37 seconds. 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Mariscal, she's a sophomore. She's at the line. It's noisy in here.
She shoots, and she makes that shot look easy.
That first one in.
44-46, Eunice favor.
It's a 2-point ball game, and like I said, the bad thing is if this game gets into extra time, Eunice could be in a bind.
Let's not say that again. You might jinx us. She shoots and makes her second one. So the score is 46-45, and Eunice calls a 30-second timeout. That being said, we give a shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Z Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, North Lee Hospital, Tatum Clinic, Norwell Pharmacy, Town of Tatum, Tatum Schools, EJ's Pumping, and Legacy Services. Sorry about that. I've seen you looking at me like, I forget what.
Yeah, so this is going to be real interesting here. I would guess that their game plan is going to keep the ball out of Jones's hand. That's what I would do. And so Chloe's going to have to be able to get through, and I'm guessing they're going to put a lot of pressure and try to trap her. Could be interesting. She doesn't have the normal ball help out there as far as the folks to help with that trap. I would guess you'd have to use Caitlin Parsons to help with the ball handling duties here as well.
And they get it in the Jones. Jones brings up the ball, beats her two defenders real easily. The score, she brings up the ball, it's over to McBee. McBee dribbles. She throws it down to Parsons. Parsons to Jones. 27 seconds left. Back over to McBee. McBee holds the ball. Over to Jones. Get closer the other way. Jones dribbles up. She throws it down to Martinez. Martinez throws over to Garrett. Garrett goes up for a layup. Makes it in with 18 seconds left. 48-45. 16 seconds left. Number 1 brings it down for Tatum. She dribbles, looks. Throws to number 11. 11 gives it back to 1. 1 thought about it. Back to 11. 11 over to Jimenez. Jimenez shoots a deep 3. Partially blocked by number 10, Parsons. Rebound by 11, Garrett. And Garrett outlet to Jones, and she is fouled by Jimenez. The score is 48-45, 2.7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
So we've got a 3-point ball game, just over 2 seconds to go. Those are the kind of plays that'll make an old guy have a heart attack. I'm thinking,
throw your back out,
dribble around. And we took a shot. It went off the glass. The senior, Bella Garrett, hitting the most clutch shot of her career at this point, but they're still just under 3 seconds. I mean, if Chloe can make one of these.
Why you gotta say that?
The first one.
And Chloe, Miss Jones misses the first one. Give a shout out to Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, City of Eunice, Z Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Service, and Parker Energy Service Money. Oh, in and out. Garrett almost fouled. Oh, and they're going to call the timeout. Tatum calls the timeout at 1.9 seconds.
See, so they're going to chunk it long and try to catch and throw like for a three-pointer and try to get a foul or get it to go in.
So right now, coach is screaming, for the Eunice coach is screaming, no foul, no foul, no foul. Tatum coach is setting up a run play off the timeout. So
yeah, you absolutely cannot foul on this play.
Give a shout out to Tatum sponsors, EJ Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Now Pharmacy, North Lee Hospital, Tatum Clinic, and Legacy Services. Thank y'all for jumping in here and letting us bring this game to you. I hope we did a decent job. We get a little excited out here, so we apologize.
We're a little biased, I'll admit. But so I love you. I love me some Coyotes.
Oh, yeah. and this is the best way to play right here because iron sharpens iron, correct?
It's the best way to play if I'm sitting down there watching, not if I got a mic attached to my head, because I'm just not. I'm like my man Fernando sitting over there on the other side. I'm a little biased when it comes to my Eunice Cardinals, as he is with his Tatum Coyotes. So I get it. I completely understand. I get it. But I apologize if I'm a little biased.
Oh, you did good tonight. I've
tried to sit here and be quiet.
I know. I noticed you sitting there quiet. I was nervous myself. Like, what's wrong with him? He's passed out. So Tatum's going to get the ball on the.
We just need to get back and let them throw it in up here, and then
on the left-hand side. Number 11 is going to throw it in for Tatum. She's going to get in number 1. Number 1 gets it, throws it down to Jimenez. Jimenez cannot handle the pass, and McBee comes up with the loose ball. And that being said, the Eunice Cardinals are the district champs, as number 20 is tackled on the floor by number 1 by Jones. She has no more cramps now, huh?
Yeah, the Eunice Cardinals are the District 4 2A champions, 48-45. I'm going to shout out to the sponsors, and we're going to cut this one quick. Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas. On the Tatum side, Legendary Services, EJ's Pumping, Tatum Schools, Town of Tatum, Noel Pharmacy, Norley Hospital, Tatum Clinic. Thank you guys for all you do. Eunice Cardinals are the district champs, and Tatum is the runner-up. So congratulations to both teams. We'll see you next time here on Eunice Cardinal Sports and Tatum Cardinal Sports. Thank you for listening.
Good night.